Welcome back to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And in the last video I said I had one vendor left, or one brand left to do with Maliwan. And apparently I forgot about Hyperion, which has my favorite grenade in the game with the Quasar, so I don't know how I did that. So today I'm actually doing Hyperion, not Maliwan, which you know from the title of this video that you clicked on. So, spoilers, I guess. Now, to start off, I'm starting with the Singularity versus Quasar. So Hyperion makes Singularity Grenades. Singularity Grenades I think are really cool because they have the crowd control aspect of the game. But the Quasar is extra cool. But I'm going to start with the Shock Singularity. So, how do I want to do this? I'll just throw it here so you can kind of see it hits him with that initial pull, then it hits him a second time with that blast. Now you don't actually get to see it pull him in, so you get that first hit, and then you get the second full damage hit. Now the Quasar has an extra cool thing. Where's my Quasar? There's my Quasar. So compare it stat-wise to the Singularity, you actually have less damage. So I was kind of surprised that I never realized that. But you have a bigger blast radius, which is the actual pull, and that's the most important thing with Singularities. But you also have an extra cool effect on it. So I'll throw the first one here like I did with that. So you see that first hit, but then you get a Tesla, and then a blast. So that Tesla easily makes up for that damage that you lose with that. So if I just throw it straight at him, you get that damage. You see those 263s pop up. That's bigger than that initial pull. So the Quasar does do more damage than the regular Singularity because of that Tesla effect. But the other cool thing about the Quasar there is that Tesla effect will hit all the enemies in that group. So, you know, with Maya, that's absolutely fantastic combined with Converge. You can either Quasar then Converge, or Converge and Quasar, even Quasar on top of Quasar, and just keep lumping guys in there. Because some guys are on the outer fringe of that pull. They'll get pulled in, but not all the way, but then the second one can pull them in all the way. So a lot of times you're throwing multiple Singularities can really help. But also they can be great for survival. I know people love the Chain Lightning for survival with the Grog, but I love the Quasar because rather than just kind of blindly throw something and then heal to full, which I find to be kind of a cheap mechanic, Singularities, you kind of carefully place them and drag those enemies where you want them. And that when they're getting pulled, they're stunned, but shortly after the pull, they're still stunned. So it gives you some free time. And sometimes, if you're Zero or Maya, those precious few seconds is enough where all of a sudden you're either phase lock or deception's up. Or if you're Sal, it gets a bunch of guys in there for a nice depot range, or you know, you can get your turrets up, or you can just get away or get to cover. So either way, I love the Singularity and what they actually do to combat. I find them entertaining. So next, after that, we have an interesting one. The Nasty Surprise. The Nasty Surprise is weird because Hyperion only makes Singularity Grenades, and the Nasty Surprise, it's not really a Merv grenade, it's not really a regular grenade. It doesn't fit that well into other categories. I'm going to run over here into my grenade range to give you a better look at it, because inside of there I don't think you're going to really see it very well. It doesn't have great damage, but it doesn't have terrible damage. Here's my little blood splatter that slowly goes away. Usually I run over here first and that's gone by the time you guys get over here. I find that kind of entertaining. So the Nasty Surprise, I brought with a regular TD or a Longbow Grenade to kind of compare it damage-wise, but I don't know. I don't know how to really compare this to another grenade. So I'm going to throw it here. And then when it lands, you get 4 of them that kind of pop out there, but it doesn't always act like that. You got somewhat of an RNG effect with this. Let's see if I can do it this way. See, those ones dropped as it was flying before it got to its destination. And then they drop in air. Or if you hit it on the ground. So if you get them all right on an enemy, it works pretty well. But in actual combat, it's kind of a little trickier than that. So maybe I have to go find some enemies to throw this one at. Which means I have to go buy some grenades. Or maybe I don't. I can just buy grenades where I'm going. Let's try that. Southpaw will work pretty good for this. I'll just go there, quick buy some grenades, and see if I can get a better showing of this. Southpaw. So I got those guys down there that I can just whip it at from safety up top. Now this isn't any elemental match one, it's just an explosive. But see, it kind of explodes around there, and it didn't do a ton of damage. Now granted, none of them were slagged. But, you know, I threw it at him. Just not very effective. So it goes there, and then it pops down some grenades, and there you can see it kind of sought out both of them. Let's see if I throw it at him. Where are they going to go? So yeah, they kind of have a mind of their own, and they'll kind of teleport to enemies, but you don't always get to choose that. But also you can see I've thrown a lot, and they're not killing them. Now, Maya doesn't boost grenade damage. These are explosive, not fire, but still, you can see they're not doing much damage. Just as a comparison here, you know, I'm going to throw a few here. Oh, those are shock on flesh. But the transfusion grenades are doing about as much damage, and I'm out of grenades now, so those guys get to die. Where's this crit spot? There we go. So yeah, that is Hyperion grenades. The Nancy surprise is kind of a letdown. In theory, it's cool if it just had enough damage to really hurt enemies. That's all it really needs. I think the grenade's kind of interesting, but it just doesn't do that well. I think they improved it in the pre-sequel. I don't know exactly the differences right now, but I'll get to that when I get to the pre-sequel grenades, which will be like 6 months from now, at the pace this series has taken me. So let me know what you guys think of these. I'm assuming people love the Quasar because you should love the Quasar. Do I have... You know, I'll just go whip the Quasar at those guys down here as long as I'm here. There's two. Two should be enough, but why not get more? And I'll show you what the Quasar does instead. Are they dead? No, he's out there. Oh, there he is. And I'll throw a couple of those. So you see it killed him, and a few of those took him down pretty far. He's in this weird spot where he wasn't really fully getting hit by him. Like I said, I don't typically use the Quasar for damage, because with Maya, you kind of combine that with like chain reaction and cloud kill, and it wrecks them pretty good, but you use it more for that pull. Now there's those weird times where those guys are behind a barrier, and then they resist the pull. See if this guy's at... See? Even though it's right there, he doesn't get pulled by it, which is a really annoying bug. They kind of like grab onto those things sometimes. Let's see if I can get him in the air. See? He goes right back. I hate that. Anyways, I love the Quasar. Not a huge fan of the Nasty Surprise. The Quasar just gives that utility. So anyways, thanks for watching. Once again, let me know what you guys think of these or what you do to fix them. Nasty Surprise for me is either more grenades or more damage, one or the other, and then it will be fine. And we'll see you guys later in the next video, which will be the last one of the series this time, I promise you. And that will be the Longbow Grenades, which is kind of a big one. So be ready for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.